talent should be tapped when they are young. Catch them young is our phrase. So we started this 5 years ago. This is one of the biggest events in Asia. My team has mastered the art of handling so many children in one particular day. This is the first time they are getting involved in racing. Just the talent doesn't really win you medals at the national and international level. You have to work on that talent. Our kids are doing very well. They've learned the art of falling and standing up back on their cycles and winning again.
Flag off by Mrs. Shakuntala Devi.
It's a great opportunity for all the children to take part and identify their talent.
Hey, hello guys, welcome to Sporty's Life. Today I am so happy and proud to be covering the Dr.Maxwell Trevor Cycling Welfare Association's Kids Talent Identification Championship Season 5. As you can see, this is going on for the last 5 years, and this is the Asia's largest cycling talent identification championship. So I'm so glad and great to be part of this. As you can see, slowly hundreds and thousands of kids start coming into RRC Hyderabad to take part in these events. So let's talk to these kids, understand why such events are so important to identify talent and groom them. And no one is better than doing that than Dr. Maxwell Trevor sir, who has represented nationals multiple times in the cycling event for India. So we will talk to the kids and understand why this event is so important for them and for their future in sports and cycling. Thank you so much, guys.
Gopal Krishna is also an Everester on cycling.
We have with us Dr. Maxwell Trevor sir, who is a multiple national champion, who has come closest to creating an Olympic record for India, and also the man behind founding Dr. Maxwell Trevor Cycling Welfare Association. Sir, thank you so much for talking to Sporty's Life. Sir, I just want to know about this event, which is Asia's biggest cycling event, which identifies talent and nurtures them. So can you just talk a little bit about the history of this event, sir?
So good morning everybody, and a big thank you to Sport is Life for covering this event. This event we started 5 years ago. This is the 5th edition of the Kids Talent Identification Competition. This is the only event of its kind in the country, which involves children between 6 to 16 years.
Wow.
At the national level, children 12 and above are allowed to take part in the national events. However, we decided that talent should be tapped when they are young. Catch them young is our phrase. So we started this 5 years ago, and we've seen tremendous response come, and we've seen the fruit of this event at the national level, and also our kids being inducted in the national level camps, preparing for the Indian team.
Absolutely.
So this is one of the biggest events in Asia, where we get more than 1,200 kids taking part, and all these kids ride in one single day. It's a humongous task for our team. Absolutely. But however, my team has mastered the art of handling so many children in one particular day.
Yeah. Absolutely, sir. I saw that. I mean, there were hundreds of kids, and it was like a festival, sir. I think everyone. So, can you just tell a little bit about the different age categories? You said it's from 6 to 16. So, what are the different categories for which the selections happen, sir?
Yeah. So we have 5 different age categories. That's 5 girls categories, 5 boys. Okay. The lowest category is 6 and 7 years.
Wow.
8 and 9 years, 10 and 11 years, 12, 13 years, 14 to 16 years. Wow. So these are the 5 categories. We have 5 of the boys and 5 of the girls, which means we totally have 10 categories in this. Wow. And we have heats, semi-finals and finals, depending on the number of participants in each age group.
Correct.
So we do not put more than 15 riders at a time on the track. We conduct this on an athletic track. The reason being, these are beginners, these are young riders, and some of them are not raced in a race before. This is the first time they are getting involved in racing in a group. So safety is more important than winning. Absolutely. So our motto is safety is the most important thing for our kids. And that is why we take utmost precaution We have 3 ambulance standbys.
Yeah,
We have
seen that.
3 doctors teams as standbys.
Yeah.
And there are a few incidents where kids fall, but it's very surprising to see kids so active. They
Yeah.
are back on their cycle again, and they are so enthusiastic and with that zeal wanting to win. And that is a great motivation for us as well.
Correct.
And this event, we have managed to identify talent in almost every single year. Right from the very first year, we had a batch where we identified talent. After this, we have another program which is called Talent Development Program.
Wow.
After that, our kids have been in the national camp. We have more than 15 riders of ours training in the national camps today, and they are doing very well.
Wow.
We have national champions in the 12 to 14 category. So this is the kind of payback that we get, and it's very encouraging to us to see our kids really performing and climbing the ladder and going to the national level and international level.
Absolutely, sir. I think you led me to the next question. So how many do you identify? When I was there, when I covered this event, there were hundreds of kids, sir. So how many do you identify the talent, and what is the next step for them? Like you said, you will nurture them, you will train them to kind of participate in these national events and international events. So what is the process once the event is done and once you have identified the talent?
Yeah, so the first and second nationals, we were taking the first 3, the first, second and third, which means that used to amount to 30 riders because we have 10 different categories,
Correct.
5 boys and 5 girls.
Wow.
However, we realized that most of these first, second, third kids were the kids training with us. So the children beyond our existing academy were not really getting a chance because our kids were coming first, second and third.
Correct. Yeah.
So we increased this from 1 to 3. We started giving certificates to the 3rd, 4th and 5th as well.
Yeah.
So we take the first 6,
Yeah.
which means that gives us 60 riders. In those 60 riders, there's about 30 of our own riders
Yeah.
who have been training earlier. So we identify 30 to 40 riders
Yeah.
in every talent identification championship. And then we call the parents and we discuss with the parents and tell them that your child has this talent.
Yeah.
This talent is an inborn talent, but it needs to be developed. Talent, or just the talent doesn't really win you medals at the national and international level.
Yeah.
You have to work on that talent.
Yeah.
So we have a talent development program after this. So we actually start developing that kid into a real champion. We have a very scientific approach to our game, in which we have a watt bike as well. A watt bike is a stationary bike equipped with computers and heart rate belts. It's a costly piece of equipment. It costs around 6 lakhs. However, we use that for a very scientific purpose, and we have FTP tests, which is called functional threshold power test. And we identify once we identify the talent, we work on the talent, and then we identify which event that child will be good in.
Wow.
Either short distance or long distance.
So, sir, one of the things you mentioned is once you identify the talent, you actually inform the parents. How's the response has been from the parents, sir?
The very first year, the response was not very good because we had nothing to show the parents. So we were just raw in this area. Not in cycling. I've been involved in cycling for the last 45 years.
Yeah.
But I was a bit raw in the area, coaching children 6 and 7 years.
Okay.
That was a huge task because when I first decided to do this, I don't think I had even 2 to 3 people really thinking it's a good idea.
Okay.
Most of them told me it's a very dangerous idea. Cycling is a dangerous sport.
Yeah.
Kids of this age there'll be accidents, and you're taking a very big risk. And I proved everyone wrong.
Yeah.
There was no major accident, and hopefully there will not be. Our kids are doing very well. They've learned the art of falling and standing up back on their cycles and winning again.
That's
So, it was a very difficult journey, but yes, we made it through, and we have a great team with us, working with us, and we do all this free of cost. The reason we do it free of cost is we have a special program for which we want to give an equal opportunity to the financially underprivileged children, where they have the zeal to do a sport, or they have the interest and they don't have the means.
Yeah.
So we give them the equipment, we give them the helmets, we give the coaching free of cost. And that really we've managed to bring all kids on one equal platform,
Yes.
which makes them feel good and makes us feel very good as well.
Absolutely.
Treating all children alike is a very important aspect because children, they notice. Children, you don't need to, everything is not taught to a child. Certain things are caught.
Yeah.
They see and they learn.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, so this area, yes, we've done a lot, and I'm very satisfied with that.
Yeah.
We also, one more reason why we give the cycles is because the cycles we give are the same company make, the same weight of the cycle,
Yeah.
the same gear ratio. So everyone have an equal opportunity to to expose the talent that is within them.
Absolutely. So that's great, sir. I mean, I think, like you said, initially there was no experience. You didn't have the experience.
Yeah.
And in only 5 years, this is now Asia's biggest cycling event in terms of identifying talent for kids. I mean, that is such an amazing achievement, sir. So now, can you tell me a little bit about the success stories which came out of this? It's been, like you said, 5 years. Can you name a few who have went on to play nationals and other big events, sir?
Yeah. So we have around 15 of our kids in the national camp today,
Wow.
preparing for the national team.
Yeah.
In this, we don't restrict this just to Telangana. However,
Correct.
our aim is to develop Telangana. That's our first priority.
Yeah.
But we don't restrict ourselves just to the state of Telangana. We go to various places in India and we identify talent. So, to talk about one real good talent identification program that we had, that was a real success, and we have him right now in the camp as a national champion. So, I would like to start with him. I had been to Arunachal Pradesh for a cycling event.
Yeah.
And this kid lives in a remote village on the border of China, where there was no access to the village by any means of transport. The only way to get to his village was by foot.
Yeah.
There was no kind of, a very undeveloped kind of a village. Till recently, they did not have power. However, now they have all this. So I seen this kid ride on a mountain bike, and I noticed that he had a lot of talent in him, and he was very smartly riding. Bike control was really good. So I approached him and I asked him his name. He said his name is Jinjing Tari. So I had a conversation with him. He was just 11 years old. Then I approached the state secretary of Arunachal Pradesh, the state cycling secretary. His name is Thaka. So I approached him and said, this guy has talent, can you actually work on him?
Yeah.
I had no intention of bringing him down here, but I wanted somebody to work on his talent,
Yeah.
because I didn't think that we can actually bring somebody from Arunachal Pradesh to train him here.
Yeah.
And then I was quite surprised for the response from the secretary of the Arunachal Cycling Association. He said, yeah, if you'd identify the talent, none of us could. So obviously we'll not even be able to develop that talent. If you want to do something for this kid, the only thing I ask you is take him and go to your academy, train him and make something of him.
Yeah.
So that came as a surprise, but then I said, I don't want to waste this talent. I get very disheartened when I see talent going to waste.
Yeah.
So then we spoke to his parents, and on the phone we had a difficult time because his parents don't really speak any other language than the local language. But we used Taka to interpret for us, and we brought him down. He stayed in my house for almost a year. He became so attached to my family. He was literally like one of the family members in my house. And then he was selected for the national camp.
Wow.
And few months later was the National Cycling Championship,
Wow.
in which the 12 to 14 category, he done extremely well and got a gold medal in that, in the nationals. And today he is one of the best junior riders preparing for the Indian team in the national camp.
Wow.
So that's a very good example where, talent is hidden in all parts of India.
Yeah.
Coming back to our state of Telangana, we had some excellent riders here as well. In the first batch of selection for the national camp, we had Bindya, we had Thari was there, then there was two guys from Bihar.
Wow.
There was Lucky. We had Ratnika, her name is Ratnika. So we had so many of them going in the first batch, and now we have another batch that is gone, which is Sasra.
Wow.
And even Vaishnavi is doing very well in the girls.
Yeah.
So we have a longest lineup of kids ready for the national camp and ready to get into the national camp. The equipment and the facilities we have at our academy here does not really provide for them to go beyond a certain level. You need carbon cycles, you need carbon equipment. So our aim is to get them into the camp, to be a feeding unit to the national camp.
Yeah.
Once they get into the national camp, the government takes over and provides everything for them. So that is our main aim, that see most of our kids get into the national camp.
Wow. And also, sir, talking about Dr. Maxwell Trevor Cycling Welfare Association. When did this start, sir? When did you found this association? I know this is the association which is behind this event. So can you just talk about the inception of this association, sir?
Yeah, this association was registered around 6 or 7 years ago. However, for the last 20 years, I have been doing this in an independent capacity. I was doing it all alone, and I found it very difficult because there's nothing you can do alone. You know, for this kind of an event, you need a large team.
Absolutely.
So my abilities were restricted because I was trying to do everything alone, and I thought nobody else will be interested in what my dream is and what my aim is, but I was totally wrong there. And then one fine day, I seen one of my riders, Pasha, who was a very good track rider who represented the nationals. He's also an advocate, and he couldn't focus on sport and is what he was doing as an advocate. So he was planning to give it up, and then he had a long discussion with me and said, I'm finding it very difficult. And as a coach, I put it very blunt to him. I said, if you're practicing as an advocate, it's very difficult to do sport. However, I see another talent in you. You are a very good administrator. Yeah. If you want, you can join me, and you can do the administration part of this. Yeah. And he took up the challenge. And then he decided that we should register this and make it a body. And then, that's the time we registered this. And from there, I think I'm really blessed. There was no turning back. Almost every parent that brought their child here, initially they just used to stand and watch for a month or two. But then after a few months down the line, they came to me and said, what can I do for this academy? And the best thing is I never really went out asking them, but they came to me offering their help. And today, I can tell you this success story is not all about me. It is about my great team.
Wow.
My team is really, I think I have the best team in the world.
Absolutely,
they are a very fascinating team that they don't need to be told twice. You could have seen it at this event, how they function and how they work. And that's the story of coming from a very small and single-handed association to making it
conducting this event
this big,
making it such a success. Maxwell sir, thank you so much for talking to Sport is Life. I think what you told about not only this event, the success stories and what it takes to actually excel in not only cycling, sir, if you take for that matter in any sport, the discipline that is needed. Sometimes when you have that interest, but you have to turn that into that discipline, actually nurture the talent to going to the next level. I mean, that is such a great thing. So thank you so much, Maxwell sir, and I wish that you continue to do this for years and years to come. And I only wish that this event grows from strength to strength, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
I also like to wish Sport is Life. It is people like you who can actually take sports to another level. It is people like you who can actually educate the public about a sport and take them not only to the national and international level, but this is what we need to at the grassroots level to win medals at the Olympics.
Absolutely.
Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Arjuna awardee Sri P.V. Ramana garu.
Hello everyone, I have with me Vaishnavi and Shiva Bindya, who are national level cyclists. Vaishnavi and Bindya, can you just give us a little bit about the experience of taking part in such a big event?
So hi everyone, this is Vaishnavi.
And hi, this is Shiva Bindya.
Today it's the race of Kids Talent Identification Championship Season 5 conducted by MTCWA Dr.Maxwell Trevor Cycling Welfare Association. So it's a great opportunity for all the children to take part and identify their talent. So I've been into this academy through a race like this which was conducted. I've been participating from 4 seasons, and this gave me an opportunity to participate in national levels and state levels and win medals. I hand it over to Bindya.
Hi guys, this is Shiv Bindya, and even I was the part of this event in season 1, and throughout this whole I've been training under the Maxwell Trevor sir, and now I am at the national camp in Trivandrum, Kerala, and I have participated in so many events, nationals and so-called another events, so I am thankful.
We wish all the children all the best and win medals in this event and let the talent get higher and higher.
Great, excellent. Thank you so much, girls.
Thank
We're
you.
wishing you all the best for future events. Thank you.